let's know about Bahmani Adil Shahs. It was one of the great medieval Indian kingdom and the first independent Islamic kingdom in South India. We see the extension of the Bahmani Empire on the map. In previous class, we have studied about Vijayanagara Empire and they extended over. I shown the green color whatever there, that was ruled by the Vijayanagara Empire. On the northern part of the Vijayanagara Empire, that is the Bahmani Empire, was ruled over. It stretched over Arabian Sea to the Bay of Bengal. Whatever you see the color, yellow color, that belongs to that was ruled by the Bahmani Empire. Okay, next we will move to the introduction of Bahmani Empire. The first Muslim dynasty in Karnataka established in 1347 CE. As you know, Vijayanagara Empire was established in 1336 CE. After the 10 years later, it was started 1347. That was the Bahmani Empire. It was established as the Muslim state in the Deccan of South India. Alauddin Hasan Gango Bahman Shah was the founder of this empire. He was the soldier in the army of Delhi Sultanates Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He revolted against Muhammad bin Tughlaq and his aim was to make an independent Muslim rule in the South India. There were conflicts between Bahmani sultans and Vijayanagara kings. In 1527 CE, 5 Shahi dynasties came into existence. Why there was conflict between them? As they were, the Vijayanagara Empire was neighboring state. There were conflict because both the kingdoms wanted to control over the rich and fertile Raichur, though that was lying between Tungabhadra river and Krishna river, and they wanted to capture Golconda, which is rich in diamonds and mines. So for that sake, both the kingdoms were against. So there were the conflicts between them. Next with that, among them, Adil Shahis of Vijaypur were prominent. Why they were called as the prominent? Because in that period, there will be more achievements and they will have more contributions to that kingdom. So for that sake, they were prominent. Parts of the present Karnataka, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh states were under its rule. Means those parts, now whatever you see, the Karnataka, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh states were under its rule. Kalburgi and later Bidar were their capitals. First they were established the kingdom. That time they wanted one place to situate that Bahmani Empire. So they told that the Kalburgi was the capital. Then later, when Firoz Shah brother Ahmad Shah Wali, he made the Bidar their capital. Tajuddin Firoz Shah was a great sultan in Bahmani dynasty. Why the kings, they are called great? Because there in that period they have made more achievements in their period and they will have the more contribution to that kingdom. So for that sake, the kings were called as the great. Okay, let's know about Tajuddin Firoz Shah. 1397 to 1422 CE, that is Christian era. He was liberal, judicious and a believer of God. He had great belief in Quran. His whole life he spent to edit and to read the Quran. He was a writer, encouraged all languages. As he was a writer, he encouraged all the languages. He was an expert in geometry and theology. Theology, that is the religious belief. He sheltered many philosophers, poets, artists. He sheltered many philosophers because he was a writer, as he was encouraged all the languages. So he sheltered philosopher, poet and artist in his court. With the next, he established an observatory in Daulatabad. It is in Maharashtra. Observatory is over the citadel town, means upper town. He built a new city, Firozabad, on the banks of Bhima river. Means here what he have done, he want to more development in his kingdom. So for that sake, as we know that Davangere is a smart city, now it is. So there is more development, so we have told that that is the smart city. Like that only, here also Firozabad on the banks of Bhima river he built over new kingdom, that is Firozabad he built over. Bande Nawaz, who arrived during his period, developed ports and encouraged foreign trade. Bande Nawaz were the Sufi saints. Most of all, as he was a believer of God, means he was a believer of God, so for that sake he encouraged the Sufi saints. He gave during his period and developed the ports and encouraged foreign trade also. Next comes one of the great king, that was the Muhammad Gawan. His period starts from 1463 to 1481. He was Prime Minister in the reign of Sultanate Muhammad Shah III. Muhammad Shah III, when he was Sultanate, he was only 9 years. Means he was minor to rule over the kingdom. So for that sake, Muhammad Gawan took the administration in his hands. He captured Hubballi, Belagavi and Goa from Vijayanagara Empire. You all know that Goa was captured by the Krishnadevaraya and he helped over the Portuguese and he captured the Krishnadevaraya captured the Goa. But when Muhammad Gawan came, that time Goa was captured. This was against the Vijayanagara Empire. Administration was according to the Islamic laws. As he was, most of all, he encouraged the Islamic religion. So for that sake, the rules were in the Islamic. He encouraged revenue and postal services. He fixed taxes on the basis of lands, fertility and irrigation facility. Tax was collected in cash. Why we are telling tax was collected in cash? In that period there was barter system. So for that sake they are specifically told that it was collected in cash. He removed some taxes which were annoying the people. He established madrasa in Bidar. The areas of the study were astronomy, mathematics, Islamic, religious and legal education. He removed taxes. Now also the government will do like that only, which will annoy the people. The taxes which are annoying the people, they would have taken over. So for that time also, that rules were like that. He established madrasa in Bidar, as he was a very good believer in God. So for that sake, madrasa he built over. Then the areas of the study were astronomy, that was celestial bodies, mathematics, Islamic religious, as he was a Islamic laws he was. So, and legal education, they were given importance in madrasa. He contributed a lot in making the Bahmani kingdom great. As you see, all the achievements, he made Bahmani kingdom as a great. Regional leaders were jealous of his fame and murdered him. As he was moving to the great achievement, the nobles who are in the kingdom, they murder him. From this, we end up with the Muhammad Gawan spirit. Next, about those kings' cultural contributions, we will see. What the achievements, contributions in education. First, we will take by education. Islamic education. He encouraged Islamic laws, so Islamic education was given important. So chanting of Quran in madrasas were compulsory. Kalburgi, Bidar, Ilachipur and Daulatabad were Islamic educational centers. They were Islamic education centers. In madrasa, 3,000 manuscripts were in the library of madrasa to help over the students who stayed over and for the education. Poor and orphans were provided free food and shelter. Scholarships were given in madrasa. Who are doing the education there in madrasa, who are studying there, they would have given the scholarship. In that time only scholarship was there. Philosophy and principles of Sufism were taught. Next, literature. He greatly encouraged many philosophers, poets and writers. Urdu, Persian and Arabic literatures developed. Hindu Islam, Dakhani style was developed. That was converted into Urdu language. Next comes to culture. They are in Indo-Islam style. That was, for example, I will say you have seen that domes they were built, arches are there, like leaf structures you will see in sculptures. Jamia Masjid of Kalburgi was built by Muhammad Shah. You will see the picture. This is the picture of Jamia Masjid. That was the meeting hall of the Jamia Masjid was the meeting hall. Okay, it is in Kalburgi and small domes were constructed over. Bidar's Sola Khamba Mosque, tomb of Bande Nawaz, Kalburgi and beautiful places were built. Bidar Sola Khamba, that is 16 pillars of mosque. Then tomb of Bande Nawaz. Here is the picture of tomb of Bande Nawaz. Okay, and some other beautiful places. Next, Madrasa built by Muhammad Gawan. It is 3-storied building. It was madrasa. We have already discussed. Poor and orphans were educated there, and they were educated with the library. I told manuscript of 3000 library was there. That was this one is the picture of madrasa built by Muhammad Gawan. It is in Bidar. Next, in the next class, we will see about the Shahi dynasties.